Angel serves with us in Flow in 252, and right here is Danny. Dan the man. Danny is a very prominent leader in 252. He is in charge of our media team, and our production team couldn't do without him. Very, very important asset to this team. Give it up for Danny. So you guys, I want to ask, we'll just do ladies first. And one of the first questions that I want to ask you is, what obstacles did you have to face on the road to becoming Angel?
I think my obstacle started as soon as I got out of high school and I moved out alone. I went to Joliet the first year, and the second year I got kicked out for doing something that I shouldn't have been doing.
What you do, Angel? What you do?
Well, I didn't honestly do it, but I didn't tell on somebody.
Angel, you did it. You did it. Go ahead.
But the most hurtful part about it all was calling my mom to tell her I got kicked out of college. Yeah, that was, I didn't even care about it.
She is bad.
That was just a phone call that I had to make to come home. And after that summer, I went to Atlanta to visit. And I was fresh out of high school, so I was going to the club. I was drinking.
Oh my goodness, what did you drink, Angel?
I don't know.
Was it this? Was it Boss? Or was it something that looked a little like Boss? Come on, Angel, what was it? Help the people. She was too drunk. So basically, you got drunk. Is that what you're saying, Angel?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So by the end of the summer, I called my mother and I told her that I wanted to stay. I was ready to stay in a different state and I didn't need to come back. I was grown. And she told me, no, you need to come home. You're not ready yet. Because she knew where I was mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my sister, who I was there with, I told her that I couldn't stay. And she was actually upset. And she went off because she was saying, I'm letting my mama grow, you know.
Right.
So
she wanted you to stay down there in the club with her.
Yeah, she did. So I was like, I promise I'll be back next year. Next year came, and I actually moved down there. But during that year that I came back to Illinois, I got baptized. It was like every time I came to Family Christian Center, it seemed like Pastor Steve was talking to me. So
we have to pause and say that. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, for Family Christian Center. Go ahead.
So I got baptized, and I went back to Atlanta, and my sister didn't like me anymore. Like, she was telling me I was acting like I was too good, and I was Saint Mary.
Right, super spiritual.
Yeah, and she wanted me to go to the clubs with her, and I was like, no, I'll stay at home with the kids because I really started changing, like, from the inside and out.
How dare you change?
But long story short, she ended up kicking me out of the house.
Your sister?
Yeah.
First the college kicked you out. And then your sister kicked you out. Like, that's awful, Angel. It really is.
I didn't want to leave because I was in school, Miss Nisi, but along the way,
so much rejection. Okay, go ahead, Angel.
But when that happened, I knew for a fact that I didn't do anything wrong. And I felt good about myself at the end of the day because I made up in my mind who I was going to be, and she couldn't tell me different.
That's right.
And my reaction to her kicking me out would have been a lot more different if it was her kicking me out the year before then.
Oh, I know, because I saw, yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. You want me to finish telling my story? Okay. So I ended up finding my own apartment, and I moved in. And I got a phone call, and my sister was in jail, and she needed me to go to her house, which was 45 minutes away, to get the kids taken care of because she has 4 kids. So I did it because they my nieces and nephews out the kindness of my heart. And it was like 3 months later until she got out. I called my brother to come get the kids, bring them back to Chicago, and I went back to my apartment. And when she got out, I went to go pick her up, and I brought her back to my apartment. And one day she asked me to go to court with her, and I said no, I just got off work, I was tired, I want to go to sleep. So she took my phone and went to court on my own, so it was like almost 20 hours I was without my phone. When she came back, yeah, that's a long time without your phone. When she came back, it was just a brawl, and it was awful. But long story short, at the end of the day, I was so happy that I gave my life back to God, and I allowed Him to come into my life, because everything that happened, even me staying in a hotel, it was people that didn't know me. Like, God literally sent these people who didn't know me to walk up to me and say, "Are you hungry? Have you ate today?" One day I was sitting in my car at the gas station, and I was crying, Miss Niecy. I didn't have $1, and I just was praying, "Father God, I need to get home. I don't know what to do. Just please send me an angel." And someone knocked on my window, Miss Niecy, and said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." They walked off, and they came back and started pumping my gas. And I just literally broke down and started crying, because I knew it was God. The whole time I was there was just divine connections of people who were strangers to me, who treated me better than my sister. I couldn't call her. And it was just like, the things that he brought me through the whole time. I was down there for 4 years, and I can honestly say it wasn't nobody but God who helped me.
That's the bomb. He is all that. Does anybody else know that? Oh, man. Danny, same question. What obstacles did you have to face